I can imagine that my hair is in a complete mess. It is Saturday, weekend 18th of July 2022, and we do start off with some good news. The UN chief, this person here, UN chief, vice chief, decision to step down. This is good news. Now, basically, why? She went to the northeast, no, she went to the northwest of China, to Xinjiang, to see things about the forced labor, things about the re educational camps. This was a closed loop tour organized by the Chinese government and had a video conference with Xi Jinping and basically came back and said, no, 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 no. Everyone sort of went really mad because at the same time as we covered, the Xinjiang police files were hacked and verified not just by Dr. Adrian Zen but also by 10 specialist experts from around the world saying these are true. This is hard evidence. Repeat, hard evidence. If it's admissible in court, that's a different matter, but it's hard evidence. So she's stepped down. So Michelle's decision not to seek a second term as UN human rights chief as being a huge victory by China right activists. Yes. Activists have criticized her for failing not to forcibly criticize Beijing's forced incarceration of nearly 2 million Uyghurs in Xinjiang during the recent visit to China. As I said before, her visit was just like a waste of time. What else is happening around the world, in China, etc.? Some highlights that I picked up. In Fujian province, the east province in China, just south of Shanghai, they have been building some aircraft carriers, and you can see some pictures here. And it was done with a lot of pomp and circumstance, showing that they can build these new high-tech kind of aircraft carriers. If it's going to have a patch on, let's say, the international aircraft carriers from the US, Germany, England, for the United Kingdom, for example, we just don't know. But that was in the news. Also, trying to get money out in China via an ATM or a bank. This is what the local governments are doing. Now, everywhere you go in China, you need a QR code. A QR code is a quick response code. You can see one here related to COVID. Every near enough 72 days, you may need a test to just even get on the metro, for example, or the underground or the subway. But the government have manipulated this and say, no, you can't go into the bank, so people can't withdraw money. Now, this is strange because China is trying to get to a cashless society using a centralized money system from, let's say, the Bank of China, and want to go cashless, but people still need cash. Cash is always going to be king. It's going to be impossible to have a cashless society. Here, for example, I very rarely use cash, but sometimes you need it to go to a shop which doesn't have this monetary system, etc., or a market that they don't have the QR code. So they're blocking them, and it's sort of like the government holding onto your money, and you cannot take out your old money. More news is somewhere in China, another red sun. We saw this in Shanghai a couple of weeks ago, or maybe about a month ago now. That is happening. Global warming, the reason? Don't know. And there are some beautiful waterfalls in China that you can enjoy. Away from China for the moment, and let's go to the United States of America, where there have been some floods. One big flood is in Yellowstone Park. Now, I always think of Yogi Bear with this one. Apologies for being so naive. But here you can see two pictures, one with the flood on the left-hand side and one without. And you can actually see the difference of how high this flood is. It looks like it's turning into the Three Gorges Reservoir. Away from there and into Japan, well, in Tokyo, they have this system here. Now, this is their flood prevention underground the city. This is also to help if there is some kind of tsunami, and along with these structures are like earthquake proof. So when I saw this picture, I was thinking, why can't China have this, or why can't countries have this? So there's going to be, well, there's always going to be floods, but there's going to be a lot less. China does have the longest amount of highway, high-speed train systems in the world, and they travel at 300 kilometers an hour, the same as a lot of places in Spain and a lot of places in France, for example. But this is a video that I found of, this is what they want to create in the future, and it looks really scary, especially when they get into the city. Now, it's time for a little bit of my advertising, and on my other channel, We Travel, a small video that came out yesterday, I do believe, I think it came out, not too sure, related to air travel and my journey in Phuket about 4 years ago now, when you could actually travel all those happy days. And this is just the landing of the airport. The good news about Thailand at the moment is that the Thailand pass has gone and will be gone on July 1st. Opening hours are now till 2 o'clock in most areas, and you don't have to wear a mask in Thailand from July the 1st. Did I say June? Everything is July the 1st. Along with, what else? You don't have to wear a mask. The same kind of thing here. And insurance, you don't have to have insurance to go to Thailand. But this is an airplane landing, Air Asia, about 4 years ago in 2019. Go and check it out. And that brings us to a close on this Saturday morning. Many thanks for your time and my quick rants related to the thumbs up. Thank you very much. To share, thank you very much. And to subscribe, thank you very much. And check that subscription and resubscribe if it's disappeared. I will see you a little bit later today. Be good, be well, God bless, and thank you.